Hi, it's Raymond. I hope I have the right number. Look, I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I need your help. Remember the day I took you and Duncan off the streets? I told you that the past is just a story, that if you can just accept that, your past loses all power over you. Yeah, I was wrong.
Someone overestimated themselves. That's what happened. Pretty sure we could just walk out of here now. What happened to Duncan there? But I'm gonna keep raiding his stuff just in case. I'm here to get all your stuff. Okay? Okay. So that's all taken care of. To the rooftops. Those guards are still out there, Caesar. The same guards that kindly doesn't want us killing. We should probably go out the way we came in. Okay, fine. We'll go the other way. I'm having fun with this game. This game is awesome. Wu holds up his hand for everyone to stop. Turns to the two of you and hooks his thumbs in his belt. Well, that was a thing. Never thought I'd be shuttling messages between criminals in Hong Kong, in the Hong Kong syndicate. I can't imagine what Raymond would have wanted in the walled city. This place just feels wrong. No kidding, there's something off about it. The place makes you feel like your life has no value. Like there's no point for anything, to anything. He sighs and looks at your companion. Great life you have here, runner. Isabel ignores the barb. She's too pleased. I can't believe it. We actually delivered Auntie's message without anyone dying. I've had enough of triads. Let's get out of this pit. I'm with you, Guncho. I don't need to see this place ever again. Oh my god, his nickname is Guncho? Guncho, seriously? Wu's goggles point down at Isabel. That's not gonna stick, is it? We're gonna return to Haoi. And that is the end of a run. That's awesome. I like how this is formatted. I like how this is going. Shift enter to immediately end your turn. I'm having fun doing all the voices and stuff. It's actually pretty great. Come on. We gotta go talk to her, okay? I wonder if Club 88 is a reference to the 88, the Crazy 88s from Kill Bill. Maximum Law, huh? The insulation on these heavy wires is cracked. They buzz. We'll talk to you, sir. Bins of electronics crowd every dry patch of deck. The deck space on this rusty bolt. A young man wearing a bulky virtual reality goggle glances your way for a moment, then turns away with disdain. I'd like a look at your attack. He doesn't even look at you. Shop's closed. Get lost. Fine then. Gonna be a jerk about it then. I guess we're not gonna do a deal, eh? Oh, you know what? Oh. Interesting. Connie Cheng watches you closely as you walk across the mahjong parlor. As you approach, the lieutenant leans in, brings her mouth close to the triad boss's ear. Cheng smiles and nods, her eyes never leaving you. There's a twinkle in the straw sandal's eye. I've heard from Bayo. He got my message very clearly. And I understand that there were no casualties created during our little delivery run. I'm very pleased and surprised. Isabel did a great job guiding us. Arai grinned. Did she? Good to know. My message was delivered and Strenka Bayo is back in the fold, earning for me. As far as I'm concerned, our transaction is complete. While you were gone, I set the wheels in motion to wipe your identities. She pulls out her PDA, stabs a button with a lacquered fingernail. The order has been sent. Congratulations. You are now sinless. Shadow people. Wu exhales heavily. His eyes remain focused straight ahead, but his shoulders sag. Well, I guess that's done. Yeah, I guess so. But I'm not. Wu pulls himself up to his full height. Whoever gave the kill order on Carter also forced us to give up our identities and took Raymond. Wu sets his jaw firm. That's all I can think about. Finding who did this. Finding Ray. Kylie Chen holds up a hand. While I was working to get your sins burned, I also had my network look into Raymond Black's disappearance. I've been thinking about what you told me earlier, and I agree. And wow, my accent is really slipping. And I agree. She eyes the room carefully and leans in. I can't just let this lie. Someone killed my runners. It would be a sign of weakness to the Yellow Lotus and the others if I do nothing. She rests her PDA on the mahjong table facing her. The triad boss's tongue slips from her mouth as she looks over the top, hunting for the right button on its upside-down interface. She finds it and looks up at you again. I have news to share with you, my darlings. The kind you won't like. Raymond Black is dead. She taps the button and a reported newscast appears on the screen. Raymond's photograph appears on the screen behind a reporter standing on the docks in Victoria Harbor. It's a picture you've seen before, a professional portrait taken by for a press release about a youth center he was opening in the Redmond Barrens. On Raymond's photo are the words, Seattle man killed. Another shooting involving the police department. A Seattle community organizer and an industrial engineer was apparently shot and killed while resisting arrest at Victoria Harbor last night. HKPF police report HKPF police report that the CAS man Raymond Black was behaving erratically and would not respond to police orders to surrender. No additional information regarding Black or why he was traveling to Hong Kong are available. Police has stated that due to the shooting's proximity to last night's shootout at the White Star, the investigation must remain confidential and no other details are being revealed at this time. Kindly Cheng taps the button again and the video closes. Wu puts his hand to his face. This just keeps getting worse. It definitely isn't getting any better. Raymond's dead. Wu puts his hand over his mouth, tries to process the information. He sways, and for a moment he looks as if he's going to pass out. Isabel reaches up to touch Wu, thinks better of it, and pulls back her hand. Sorry for your loss. I never had a father, so I don't know what it's like to lose one, but sorry. Son of a bitch. Raymond's dead. Kindly taps the video closed. She hunts down the keypad and selects another button. I'm afraid that's not all, my darlings. This is security footage from Victoria Harbour from last night. You'll find it contains a contradiction. The PDA shows silent, grainy video footage of Raymond sitting in a tea shop flanked by 2 guards. He's looking down at something in his hand, completely distracted. The footage continues, and the camera displays several black-clad figures entering his field of view from different angles, guns ready. A tall, sharply dressed man in a suit walks briskly toward Raymond, flanked by 2 more. Raymond stands to face the camera, and the camera gets a clear view of the suit's face. White plastic. His guards turn to draw their weapons, and muzzle flashes erupt from all sides. One of Raymond's guards goes down, and his submachine gun fires wildly, hitting the camera. Wu puts his hands on the table and leans in. Those weren't cops, and Raymond wasn't resisting arrest. What's with that guy's face? Gobbet reaches up to stroke the rat perched on her shoulder. Is that a mask? It doesn't look like a mask. It looks like some sort of rigid plastic implant. Real craftsmanship. She pushes out her lower lip in appreciation. Quite the accessory. Quite the fashion accessory. It looks like the kind of fashion accessory that stands out in a crowd. This guy's either a fool or an arrogant son of a bitch. He sets his jaw firm. Either way, I'm gonna find him. Kylie Cheng watches Wu intently. I believe you. Wu stands back and turns to you. What now? We find the plastic-faced man and drag him somewhere private. Make him dig his own hole. Then we fill it. Cheng's eyes sparkle. I like the way you think. That is exactly what I would do. But how? I'm afraid there are some facts you are going to have to face. She puts on a grave face. You are alone in this country. No network, no money, no identity. I can protect you from the police, but how would you go about discovering what happened to Raymond without me? How would you survive? Kylie wipes her hand across a stack of tiles, spreading the ivory-colored pieces across the table. You've had a very long night, my sweets. Very long. And frankly, you all look like shit. Rest now. I promise you safety in my town for the night. We'll talk about the plastic-faced man tomorrow. Kindly gestures to Gobbin and Isabel. Ladies, go find our new friends a place to bed down in that rat's nest squab boat you call home. We'll all talk after you slept. Figure out our next steps together. Yes, Auntie. Yes, Auntie. Thanks for your help, Auntie. Of course, my sweet. Kindly Cheng smiles and her black button eyes flash cold. What are funds for? Dude, I kind of love Kindly. She's the best. Okay, so I know what it is. Because it's that ship that's named Bolt Hole. Safe boat. Rather than safe house, it's a safe boat. I like it. You two can bunk here for a while. She nods with her nose towards the hatch. You've each got a head to take care of your necessities. Try to knock before you enter someone else's, okay? Seriously. I know the drill. Wu turns to you. Stinks of fish, just like that place we squatted at on Leary Avenue back when we were kids. The one that with that Aslam family and their dog. You hated that dog. He kept digging out my food stash. No matter where I hid it, he'd find it and scarf down a week's worth of grub. He wipes his nose with a gloved hand. Still, it was sad what happened to him and the family. No one should go out that way. He stretches. His spine pops like a handful of firecrackers. I think we've been up for something like 36 hours straight. He drops his arms. And this has been one shit stain of a day. Time to end it. The orc turns to you, raises an eyebrow. Anything you need before I leave you to it? Is it just you and Isabel living here? Yeah. Gobbit mouth screws up a bit. Now that Nightjar and Gutshot are gone, it's just us. The squeal of metal grinding on metal rips through the boat. It sounds like it's coming from the level below. And the creepy Russian guy renting the engine room downstairs. Nothing to worry about him. He mostly keeps to himself. She checks her PDA. He'll stop soon. He usually gets quiet by now. I'm gonna grab some sack time too. Good. You look like you could use it. We'll go see Kindly in the morning. Figure out our next move. I don't think there's a way down. Stash. Sometimes there's stuff in that, like, by default, but no. That's Isabel's room. And this is the... Oh, this is not the creepy guy. Hey, Seattle, I'm not really in the mood to hang out right now. Heavy stuff going on, you know? It'll be fine for the time being. I'd rather be alone. I get that. Okay. So there doesn't seem to be a way downstairs for us right now. Yep, nope, okay. So we're just gonna go to bed. The cot in your cabin is neatly made with a crisp sheet and an inside of a plastic blanket. A fine layer of dust coats its surface. It's been a long time since anybody slept here. You climb into the cot and worm your way under the sheets. They've been starch stiff as boards, but you've slept beneath worse. The lice and bed bugs that plague your old prison cell are mercilessly absent here, and the salt air is fresher than the rancid stink of the Redmond Barrens. The moment your head hits the pillow, exhaustion sets in. You can barely keep your eyes open. Sleep washes over you like a warm bath, and everything goes black. Ooh, a dream. Wow. The dream is suffocating, the shifting tunnel of glass and steel, the towering silhouette of dark majesty, the shadowy doorway, and the teeth. They snap at your heels as you claw your way back to consciousness. You open your eyes, Duncan looming over you. He shakes your shoulder roughly. Alaric! Come on, Alaric, wake up. We gotta go talk to Kindly. The others have already left. Was I drooling? He lets go of your shoulder and smirks. You're sucking your thumb pretty hard. All habits die hard. Like you being late? He lets go and cocks his thumb at the hatch. We gotta go. I've been trying to wake you up for a while now. You were thrashing around in your sleep. Glad you did. I was having one hell of a nightmare. He reaches up and rubs the back of his neck. Yeah, I didn't sleep well either. I had a bad dream last night too. What about? He shrugs. I never remember my dreams all that well. It was probably motion sickness. Not used to sleeping on a boat. I woke up a little while ago and hit the head. Then I came back and woke you up. We should go. Yeah, no sweat. He stretches his shoulders. Today better be a step up from yesterday, Alaric. Nothing's gone right since we stepped foot in this country. I hear ya. Think about it. That statement from the cops on the newscast before... on the newscast could be fake. Ours was. And that surveillance footage, we never saw Raymond get shot. The camera was hit by stray gunfire. His passion is intense, but contained, focused. Raymond's alive, Alaric. I know it. You make a good case, Officer Wu. He smiles. His teeth are white and straight and perfect. Should have been a detective instead of a headbuster, right? His smile fades. God, I feel like I'm 12 years old again, squatting on a stinking trawler. My partner's gone, Raymond's gone, hell, I'm gone. I don't even have a name anymore. And now I can't even go to sleep and hide from it all without having a nightmare. His jaw tightens and his teeth grind so loud you can hear it. What else is going to be taken away from us? You still have that piercing you got in Tacoma? I had to drop that. Hygiene issues. Wu struggles to smile. He fails. What the hell did we fall into here, Alaric? I mean, what's coming next? Isn't it obvious? Look around. We're sinless, living in the shadows, dealing with criminals. Wu is silent for a moment. All you get is a blank expression. You're thinking of becoming a Shadowrunner. Or runner. No, you're thinking of becoming a Shadowrunner. He said without judgment, just a statement of fact. I think we already are Shadowrunners. I think... He stops and crosses his arm, considers. I think this whole thing has been a blur. I haven't been able to really stop and think for a second. He shakes his head slowly, lets out a groan. This isn't the way it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to be a cop. You get to keep your gun, that's something. Don't mess with me, man. He checks his watch. Gobbett and Isabel left a while ago. We should get going too. See what that triad lady has to say. And that's where we'll leave it for today. I will see you guys next time. Hey guys, I'm Alex. The guy from the videos. So, I just wanted to thank you for watching the video all the way through. It's a lot of work. I appreciate it. So, thank you for your view, maybe your subscription. So you can subscribe right in the bottom corner there. Then you'll be updated. Make sure to ring that notification bell, because subscriptions seem to mean nothing on YouTube anymore. But hey, so then over here you'll see a video that you might like, since you watched this video all the way through. Other than that, have a great day. I hope that you watch more. I'd love to see you again. We do stream, so keep an eye out for that. Announcements will be on the channel, my Twitter, all that stuff. All the information is on the overlay. Other than that, enjoy your stay on 6th Street.